That's
We're
our
live. And you know what that means? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. It's Jack Edward Archdale's birthday. He's 32.
33.
33. He's a gamer. He loves TikTok. And he drinks a bottle of whiskey on his own. Hey, welcome to the stage, Jack.
Hey, kids, if you ever wanted an inspirational bloke to look up to, it's that guy.
TikToker.
Makes TikTok videos.
Ex-farmer.
Ex-eczema.
Acne,
Yeah, that cream really cleared it up. Yeah, my birthday today. Not a big birthday guy.
I thought you were 32 for some reason, sorry.
Well, I was.
Yeah.
Until today.
Makes sense.
So that makes perfect sense. Yeah,
33.
look. 30s are good. I like the 30s.
See, I'm terrified to hit the 30s.
A lot of females are, but age has never really worried me too much. Everyone, like, I've got people that whinge, they're like, oh, I'm 25. And I'm like, yeah, imagine being fucking 80 and whinging about being in your 20s. And then, like, I've done the 20s. I was happy with my 20s. I was broke. I was pissed. And it was a lot of fun.
Sounds like not much has changed.
Correct. 30s, I'm a little less broke. Still not killing it.
Still drunk.
Very drunk a lot of the time. And I like it. Mm-hmm. I like it.
I always just think back to being like 22 and I'd be like, oh my God, when I'm 28 and 29, I'm going to be married, like probably have my first kid. Like, nope.
That's, yeah.
I'm 28 and I'm still drunk.
Yeah, correct. But
no kids,
a lot
no
of people
marriage.
They put a lot of pressure on themselves. I think convention can be your enemy sometimes. Just fucking go with the flow, mate. You know, you'll find some fuckwit that's willing to, like, put up with you. It'll be tough. It will be tough. Real tough. But there's someone out there for everyone. Even you, Lou. Even you. I promise.
I'll come over there and uppercut you.
You can't. It's my birthday. I get away with murder. So,
well,
yeah.
I have actually put together a wee package for you. So if you put your headphones on, I've reached out to all your family and friends.
Get fucked.
And I've got a nice audio package for you of really nice things from your friends and family.
Oh, this is going to be fucking horrific. Is this because I won the roast?
I just thought I'd do something nice for you. Do you want to play it, Tobbs? Jokes. Wrecked. There's no audio package. It's just me. Suck shit.
Get your foot on fucking headphones. That's the funniest
Amazing.
bit.
You look so happy.
I was just waiting.
You look so happy. Oh my God, I just ripped your heart out from beneath you. You put your headphones on, you're like, oh, what are people going to say about me?
That was fucking
wrecked.
That was really good, buddy.
That was good for me, wasn't it? I went over to Tobbs earlier. I whispered in his ear. I said, get the headphones. I'm stitching Jarch up.
I was like, we did hinge notes last week. Why do we need the fucking headphones? And then, that was a good stitch up, Luke, because I love that I've had to put headphones on. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Wriggled around.
I got comfortable.
Oh, what are people going to say?
I got comfortable.
Wrecked.
Yeah, that was
Nothing.
fucking good.
Bedwetters for life.
I hope all you bedwetters are doing well out there. I just got the fucking shellacking of a lifetime.
Seriously, on your birthday as well.
Well, that's not the first thing that's fucking hit me on my birthday.
Oh, yes, you text me saying something has happened.
Mate, I've had an absolute shocker today.
Oh, I can't wait.
So I'm speaking to one of my neighbours. I'm going to, like, get some grub and stuff. You know, I took the day off, annual leave day, so no work. Bloody, and I'm just, like, having a little me day, you know what I mean? When I got some food, you know, by myself and just chilling out.
Sauna.
Yeah, sauna and that. I'm enjoying it. Talking to the neighbour, running her through my day. Anyway, I'm like, righto, I'll see you later. Good to see you. This bloke yells at me from across the street. He goes, oi, mate. And I go, here we go. Yeah, mate, it's Jarchy. Yeah.
And it's my birthday.
It's my birthday. You've caught me in a good one. What can I do for you?
You want an autograph, buddy?
Yeah,
Here's 10.
Here's 10. Here's $50. I'm feeling good. And he goes, mate, have you been to that Allianz gym? The new gym at the Allianz Stadium? I said, yeah. And he goes, you got a pair of AirPods from there? And I go, what? He's like, you pick up some AirPods there? And I'm like, last night, we've just been to the farm for the weekend up in Walker. I get back and I had this bag in my car and I unpack it. And I got a pair of AirPods, Fef's got some AirPods, and there was a third set. And I'd been up to the farm with Eddie and Ella. And I said, Dale, whose headphones are these? And she goes, I don't know. I said, well, we got 3 fucking pairs. I'm like, who are they? And they weren't like opening. Or like not opening, like you couldn't see whose they were when you opened them up.
Usually flicking, it's like Lulu's AirPods.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whose headphones are these? And she's like, no idea. And I said, oh, they must be Eddie or Ella's headphones. So I text Eddie and I'm like, hey, bro, did you leave your buddy earpods in my car or something like that? He's like, nah, mate. And I'm like, the fuck? Anyway, I was like, okay, I'll figure that out. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I've picked up this bloke's headphones at the gym and put them in my gym bag because I found a pair of headphones on the ground. They dropped. They were open. Both of the headphones were out. So I put them back in, put them on the bench next to my locker.
Yeah.
And gone for a fucking sauna and shit. And then I've come back, got changed, obviously put it and picked them up thinking that they were my headphones, put them in. And I remember thinking to myself, like, because I saw them and I'm like, oh, you know what's grouse is you can't steal these things because like some bloke is going to show up to your house and fucking flog you. And I was thinking to myself, like, you wouldn't even call the cops. You just go to the house and be like, cunt, you've stolen my headphones. This is what this guy's done. Me.
Did he think that you'd stolen them?
He was such a nice bloke. So, and he's like, mate, and I go, mate, I literally said to my missus last night, whose headphones are these? And I was so lucky, I think, that I sent Eddie that text. I said, bruz, I've got earpods. I don't need yours. And I'm like, look, I even text my mate last night being like, bro, are these earpods yours? I found this set, which I think saved me.
Do you reckon he was going to like
No, he was so nice from the get-go. But you can't help. When you're in those sort of situations, when you're trying to explain yourself, it's like you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole because it's like, it looks like I've stolen his
100%.
shit. So I go, come into the house, bro. I'll get your headphones for you. Come on, mate. So we're walking round the back and then our dog comes out, Kobe. And I said, oh, don't worry. He's like a pit bull. So it's like, he looks scary, but he'll lick you to death. I'm like, oh, mate, he's very friendly. And the bloke goes, hold on. Isn't that Guy's dog? And I'm like, how do you know Guy, which is my housemate and the brother of my girlfriend? And he goes, oh, I've known Guy for ages. We're mates. Which was also another great thing.
Thank God you're not about to get your
and I'm like, oh, mate, yeah. I'm like, I date his sister. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, right. And he was the nicest bloke of all time. But if I was in his position, I'd be thinking this bloke's nicked my headphones. And it made me feel sick.
Not at a gym like that.
You never know.
Yeah, true.
You know, and I'm just...
do you know, honestly, I reckon if I lost my AirPods or even saw where they were, I'd probably go to like maybe have a look at the place. I don't think I'd go like knocking at someone's house or anything.
I would.
Would you?
Fucking oath.
Oh, see, I'd just go, they're long gone.
No,
see you later, AirPods.
Not a chance. Remember when someone took off my windscreen wiper on my car?
Oh, yeah, you wrote notes on everyone's cars.
No, I left 2 notes on it because I didn't know which building they come from. So I just wrote 2 separate notes and placed them on both buildings and said to the cunt that ripped off my windscreen wiper, I live down at number 5, come for a yarn.
Do you know, when you guys were in Europe, I saw your car parked there.
True.
Whenever I dropped like hot laps walking.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to go and draw on it, like a big dick or something.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
No, that's what it's apparently it scars the car.
Art of bullshit. What do you mean?
No, I think it like scratches the paint or something.
Who's told you, Lou? Your dad's told you that so you didn't draw dicks on his car as a child. Drawing dicks in dust
I think you're right. No, I genuinely think Franco told me that when I was younger. And that's why I didn't draw on his car.
Let me give you that tip. Drawing your finger in some dust on a car is not taking the paint off.
Oh, he's told me that. And I've believed it my entire life. That is 100% a Franco thing.
That's like them. Well, this is a consistent thing because they obviously told you were a good fucking singer as well. And that's where this comes from. All this shit.
Well, you know what, Jarch? Great segue there, my friend.
Yeah.
Because guess who's got their first singing lesson come Wednesday? The big dog. The big dog LDD, or should we call me Adele 2.0?
Now, please inform the bedwetters out there of your recent revelation on when you actually locked in your singing lessons.
So I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I'm going to get 5 or 6 singing lessons. You buy like a pack of them, and I was like, this is great. Like I'm going to be, the next Adele, Beyonce, you name it. Like my name will be in lights. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, hang on a moment. Like actually imagine me walking into this woman's house. Like usually they're in a house, and I'll walk into this kind of like little separate room. There'll probably be like 2 like leather chairs, a couple of like music books, and then she's going to be like, so let's like see where you're at. And I'm going to have to, like, I'm comfortable here singing around you guys.
Yeah.
As soon as it's just like me and this woman, she's going to be like, okay, sing a song for me.
Mate,
and I'm gonna
that would be mortifying.
Just her and I in a room, and I'm going to obviously be standing up, being like, the sun will come out. And then we'll probably have to do, what do they do when it's like, and she'll go, oh, and then I'll go, oh, and she'll go, me.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Dude. So I think we've decided, because when Lou had this revelation, that it's actually serious, and she's seriously going to this bird's house and like try and sing and learn, that we've got to fucking document it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see if we can document it, if God willing, if she's happy to.
Good advertising for her.
Good advertising for her.
Especially if she gets me, top of the range Beyonce levels.
Yeah, I mean, this really stinks of like you can put glitter on shit sort of a situation.
Just you wait.
Still shit.
But what we're thinking is, I've said all along, I'll do a live performance.
Yeah.
So at the end of the 5 weeks, we actually are going to do a live performance.
Yeah, there will. We'll figure out what that looks like, but fucking
we'll
be doing something, don't worry. And it will be hilarious. I can't wait for there to be like 0 to minimal improvement. I can't wait for it.
Mate, 5 to 6 weeks is a long time. And I'll be practicing. Won't just be the one lesson. She'll give me homework.
It isn't a long time.
She'll give me homework.
Like, do you know there's like proper professional singers out there that like can't sing some songs because they can't hit the notes and shit?
Not me.
You're starting from like...
Not me, buddy.
Okay.
Not me. I've actually been Googling today, what's the easiest song for a woman to sing?
It was Slipknot.
Cut my life into pieces.
Yeah.
This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a come on, breathing.
Bit of Dolly Parton, like bit of like Jolene probably wouldn't be that hard.
Well, I'm pretty good at singing Creed. With arms wide open, I see how show you love.
It wasn't great. Do you know who I realised I could nearly do the other day?
Who?
James Blunt.
Goodbye, my lover.
You ready for this? I did this for Eddie the other day. She said to me, go steady on me. Won't you tell me what the wise man says when they came down from heaven, walked 9 till 7 on a ship that they could find, but they couldn't escape from you, couldn't be free of you. And now they know there's no way out, and they're really sorry now for what they've done. There were 3 wise men just trying to have some fun. Look who's alone now. It's not me. It's not me.
That's really good. I thought for a moment there you were going to go into Elton John Tiny Dancer. Sort of went, hold me closer, Tiny Dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Bit of James Blunt.
Look, all I can say is if we do a live performance, there's no fucking way you're getting on the stage after me. There's no encore of Jarchy. It's the Lulu show.
That's fine. I'm happy for it to be the Lulu show, 100%.
Good.
But yeah, very excited for that. So all you fucking bedwetters get pumped. And if any of you can make it, we'll bloody we'll set a time, we'll set a date.
Yeah,
and,
we want the bedwetters there.
And Lulu will be good to go. We've got a hotline here now, not dissimilar to. I mean, this isn't fucking. We're not reinventing the wheel here, are we? It's a number that you call and you can leave a message.
It reminds me of like Dolly Doctor.
What's that?
Oh, it was like a magazine that chicks would read.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be like, I got my period for the first time. Like, what do I do?
Yeah,
and it would be like,
true.
you'd call up Dolly Doctor.
True.
Yeah. But what it basically means is that you guys can call, leave a message, and we'll play out a few each podcast.
Correct.
Like, ideally, we want red light, green lights, good yarns.
Good yarns.
Anything funny you'd like to say about either of us? You're going to rip us to shreds. Happy with that.
We love that. Even any fucking
some dribble, yeah.
Just what if you want to hear our opinion on?
Yeah, if you've
I suppose
got
that's
something.
red light, green light, isn't it? Anyway, but yeah, we'll put the number up on the Instagram.
Yeah, but I'll read it out here as well if you've got a pen and paper.
Yeah,
for everyone
especially
listening.
as most podcasts are consumed in
02
vehicles. So.
840 57 947.
That's 02 840 57947. Yeah, so call us up, leave us a message, spin a yarn.
I know when that hotline bling.
Fucking hell. All right. Just do that, and we can stop her singing. All right.
Okay. If you insist. I'll never stop. It's like that song, never gonna dance again. Filthy feet have got no rhythm.
Hey, you know how much I hate you singing? That was the best example of singing I've heard from you.
Really?
At the start there. The second bit, not as good.
One more go then?
Okay.
I'm never gonna dance again.
No, you were trying too hard. You were looking deep into my soul. Jesus Christ. No, you tried too hard.
I'm sorry that the start of this podcast has been a lot of singing.
A lot.
And too much. I will say that, even though I know that there's never too much singing, but for some people, I understand.
Yeah, we get it. Cool. So call up the hotline and bloody leave us whatever.
Leave us a little sing song.
We're very excited. So, Louisa, not looking very happy.
Grumpy Lulu.
Why is that?
Well, we did the roast last week.
Yep.
This is post-roast chat.
Yep.
You seem to have taken out the trophy.
Fairly comfortably, I dare say.
No, I'd say...
It was neck and neck there for a while. Then I think it was around 402 to 320.
Do you know what I reckon's happened? I reckon you've dialed up the local Walker pub.
Yep.
And you've said, "G'day, Bruiser," who's the bartender there.
Yep. Okay.
And you've said, "Mate, I need a favour here. I need you to get every single one of the lads in the pub to jump on this Insta post and vote Jarch."
Can I break down why that would be a problem? Publican, not called Bruiser. Number one. Number two, if he's getting every cunt in the pub to vote, I'd get 3 votes. Now,
I've never been to the Walker pub, so I don't know.
Thirdly, I dare say of the 3 in the pub, 0 would have Instagram. So I'd be getting 0 votes. Hence why that
When there's a will, there's a way, they say, Jarch.
But something that I did
When there's a will, there's a way.
And I do have a hot brother, Will, but I didn't even ask him. All right? Now, this pricked my ears a little bit.
I know what you're doing here.
So, being the genuine good bloke that I am, I get quite confused because we've got 2 accounts.
Oh, yeah. I'm Jarch. I don't know how technology works. I'm so confused, everyone.
No, but...
Sucks shit, mate. You're on TikTok for a living. You know how to work the gram.
Hey. The roast is finished.
Leave that little finger.
Don't you? Boop, boop. But sometimes, like I remember, I think one of my mates, Isaac Compton, I went to DM him, and there was no DMs, and I go, bro, what the fuck's happened? Have we deleted all our messages? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, where did all our messages go? And then I realised I was in the We Mean Well site, and I'm like, I do this a fair bit. So I go in to check the status of the bloody roast, and it's not showing me it's saying 0%, 0%. I'm going, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like clicking it, going, what the fuck is going on? And click it, and then it shows the percentages. And then I'm like, that's so weird. And then I'm walking around for a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I was on mine. So I go back into it, and then I've seen that I've voted for myself. So the first thing that I did was send you a voice message, which I could play to the people. I sent you a voice message, say, hey, Lou, explained the fuck up and said I voted for myself. So I go, just go into yours and vote for yourself so it stays equal. Lou then sends a voice message back, and I've got all the receipts, Lou, so you can deny, but I've got it. And you went, yeah, I think you've been messaging people because I'd taken the lead at this point to take the lead. And I was like, of course she fucking does. And then you go, and also, mate, as soon as I put that post up, I went straight into my account and voted for myself within 0.3 seconds. And I was like, you're a sick little fuck.
Caught red-handed.
And so I responded to you, I said, so cute that you think I need to send messages to people. I said, I'll let the people speak.
See, Jarch, I got a lot of DMs of people being like, you've been, what's that phrase? The trophy's been stolen from you, Lou.
Probably dudes that want to root you or girls that want to side with a female.
No.
Yeah, girls rep for girls, and I get that.
No, people were saying that my jokes were more creative, which I agree.
Mine were definitely more
No,
creative.
excuse me, yours were just all about me being a fat 8-year-old.
No, they weren't. The singing jokes were great. I also had jokes removed, remember? We had to remove jokes for fear of hurting people's feelings and because one of them was about Hitler. So we removed them. Now, so I'm already at a
Fair call, I would say. Perhaps.
But I had jokes removed. I took aim at you when you were a chubby 8-year-old. I took aim at you singing. I took aim at you being ghosted. I feel like mine were more punchliney, creative jokes, and that's just, I truly believe that. Mate, the Nutty Professor suit was some pretty good
I thought
work.
The Nutty Professor and the drumstick.
Pretty good stuff.
Very good.
Well, I also did knock-knock jokes and I reinvented old jokes. Why the chicken cross the road and knock-knocks?
The knock-knock jokes, pathetic, to be honest.
You think reinventing classic old-time jokes? Okay.
I thought you got
People disagree.
I thought you got to the end
with
of
you.
your roast and you thought, shit, I better beef this up a little bit. What can I do? Oh, a knock-knock will work. Didn't.
No, you want to know the thinking behind it?
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Lou.
Lou.
The winner of the roast.
I've got it. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Lou.
Lou who?
Loser. See that? Straight off the dome. Straight off the dome.
Yeah.
So, come on.
Let's call it a tie.
We can't, but someone did make a good
Fine,
point.
if you insist, we'll call it a tie.
Someone made a good point
It's
in the
okay,
DMs.
Jarch. We'll call it a tie, mate. I get it.
They said that maybe it should be like the rock-off should have been, best of 3. Maybe it should be a best of 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not our only roast.
No.
I'm coming for you long and fast and hard. Sorry.
It's just like layup after layup. That's what she said.
What is the phrase? I'm coming for you long and hard. Is that no? What is it? I'm coming for you fast and hard.
Either way, very much a euphemism.
Well, I'm coming. Oh, no. Stop! Just stop, Lou. Just zip. And could we get a zip and just a key to throw away the key from my mouth today? Thank you. Oh, that reminds me of my dad. This would be like his thing if we were out in public, and I'd be like, obviously being loud and annoying and not shutting up. He'd go like this.
Just zip
And
it.
he'd just like pull his hand over his mouth and just look at me and go, zip.
Yeah,
And that was like my thing to know, "Ooh, okay, yep.
It's
Time to shut the fuck up, Louisa.
It's time to get off the casket at this funeral and stop performing Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen because Dad seems to think this isn't an appropriate time.
I was 5 at my nonna, which is Italian for grandma's funeral. I don't know what happened, but I remember being 5 and I'm pretty sure I was asking what time we were getting KFC.
Oh my God.
Like I remember seeing her getting like driven out and asking something about KFC, or either like we were getting KFC straight after, or there was something to do with KFC. Like your nonna's just died, Louisa, and you're more concerned about how many wicked wings you're getting.
Oh my God. You saw Nonna in a box and thought, you know what? I feel like a big box of fried chicken.
R.I.P. Love you, Nonna.
Nons. Love you, Nons.
Do you know, like when I think of stories of Franco, my dad, I just have so many good ones. Like he is just the most typical dad you've ever met. And I wrote this one down the other day. It reminded me.
New Balance guy? Sneens guy?
Not a Schneens, like more like these kind of things I'm wearing, like a flat kind of. But he's often in it like a shirt and pants.
Yeah, okay.
Like he's a fancy, and he always wears like coats. Like he looks quite chic.
Does he?
He pulls off a scarf as well.
No.
He does really well. Franco pulls off a scarf, big time. But we were in Paris on a family trip, so it's me, my mum and dad, my 2 older brothers, and we all like wake up in Paris, and Dad's like, right, crack, 7 a.m. Let's go find a really authentic patisserie. We're going to sit down, and Franco has like the biggest sweet tooth, and so he wanted to get croissants and like cut up everything, and he would usually get like 12 sweet treats for breakfast and cut them all up for all of us, so we'd all have like a little bit of each. But no one wanted sweet things for breakfast. It was just him.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I'll go out and find the patisserie. Like, I'll wander around, I'll do the work, and then I'll come back and get you guys. So he wanders off or whatever. And then he comes down and he comes back to the hotel and he's like, Christopher, Matthew, Louisa, Jill, I have found the best spot. This croissant, phenomenal. And we're all like, oh, okay, wandered out. And he's like, here it is. And Chris and Matt, they've lived in Europe and London for years, so they start pissing themselves laughing. Franco's taken us to Paul's, which is like a chain croissant store like McDonald's in Paris. And he's like, this is phenomenal. And the boys are like, mate, this is like literally the McDonald's of Paris. And Franco's like, the croissants, the coffee, phenomenal.
So he just
yeah.
I
And then he's still like, no, trust me, this is a good one. And we all go in. And he orders like 12 different sweet, breakfast, patisserie, chocolatey kind of croissant things. And we all have like a bite of one or two. And we're like, oh, it's a bit...
How old were you?
I was about 21 at this point.
Yeah, fair.
You're thinking, AJ, they'd be all gone.
Hold on.
There's
Who are you trying to fool here?
No way anything's left. And then Dad would be like, oh, well, we can't leave it to go to waste. And he'd just eat all 12.
Nothing better than just fucking thinking he's found a hole in the wall and he's found the Maccas of croissants.
Yeah. Paul's phenomenal. We're like, Dad, this is a chain, like croissant shop. And he's like, come everyone, let's get a baguette here.
My old man is he's a steak and chips at the Chinese sort of a bloke.
Wait, so you'll go and he'll, like, you usually get fried rice, sweet and sour pork, egg foo young.
So we'd go in, as a family or whatever.
Dumplings.
Sweet and sour pork,
wontons.
that sort of shit, right? I'll be like, oh, Dad, what are you getting? And he goes, oh, I'm not eating this shit, man. I go, what are you going to get? Oh, I'll get the steak and chips. He doesn't like he literally just loves like steak and eggs. Mum makes like, you couldn't get him to eat a burrito. None of that shit, mate.
Just veggies and meat.
If I made a burrito for him for dinner, I'd be ducking punches.
So what would you have? What would be talk me through a Monday to Friday on his plate, on his palate?
Steak, sausages, potato.
Love sausages.
Bacon and eggs for breakfast, I dare say.
Would he eat like olives?
Fuck no.
Gherkins?
Nah.
Oh, that's a red flag for me.
But weirdly, he'll have like a salad roll.
I'm not trying to date your dad, so he can eat what he wants. I'm not going to go, no, you're done, sorry.
Also, not a euphemism, just for everyone out there.
Oh, no, I genuinely just love gherkins. It's the ones in the jars.
My dad can eat what he wants. so like it's just, but I think that's where my fucking lack of, I've really had to be coerced through my life.
You've got a very basic palate.
Very.
Like, would you ever eat like pate?
I haven't minded it. When I first, how people have cheese platters and stuff and like, all this nice stuff on it. I just used to go for like the Jats, the Cabanossi, the Tasty. That's the shit,
I
right?
love Jats and Tasty.
I hate brie and shit. I don't like it, and I still don't like it.
Blue cheese?
Nah.
Yeah, I can imagine you like vomiting at that.
Yeah. But like, I'd always see that quince paste.
Phenomenal.
But I'd never try. I'm like, what's that jelly shit? I'm like, fuck me. Then when I first tried it with some cheese and a bicky, I went, okay. Now we're talking.
And you've got a sweet tooth. I bought you a pick and mix.
You did. Those sour lollies.
So, and it's like sweet and savoury, cheese.
I love that. That's why I love sweet and sour pork. But like, Mum has to, whenever we're home, like Mum puts green beans and shit on his plate and like he'll eat 2 at the start just to appease Mother, and then just eat his steak and potatoes and it's fucking done.
See ya
never.
When you're speaking of cheese, my friend said to her boyfriend one day, she's like, can you just run into the supermarket and get some camembert? And he's like, yeah, runs inside, comes back out and he's like, I couldn't find the camembert, but I found the camembert. Absolute dipshit.
Camembert, yeah.
She's like, are you taking the piss, mate? He was dead set serious.
Yeah.
He was
but
like,
there's a lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot of food like that.
And if
people reading gnocchi would think it's gnocchi.
100%. When I first tried
Pinot.
I hadn't had sushi till I was probably 22
Don't tell
since
me.
I moved to Sydney.
What did you call sushi then?
Well, no, but like I hadn't had it. And then when I had those edamame beans, I just started eating the fucking beans.
Amazing.
But we didn't even eat avocados growing up.
You a chopstick guy?
Fuck no. Can't use a chopstick.
Can you not?
Yeah, well, I can, but it's not good enough.
So what do you, fingers, fork?
Fingers
Are
and
you
fork.
eating sushi with a fork?
I eat with my fingers.
What if you're going to like a fancy restaurant?
I eat with my hands. It's sushi.
Mate, we need to get you to use the choppies.
We don't.
We do.
It's also not my favourite type of wood. They're not great.
Oh, it's very similar to the paddle pop stick.
Very. So good luck getting me.
What
to
if
use
you're like out
chopsticks.
for, you work in like a sales job, fancy kind of guy. What if you're out for a lunch with like the big bosses and they're like, here's your chopsticks, Jarch, and you're like,
We go to places I want to go to.
well, what would you do in a situation,
Go to
hypothetically, if they said, hey, Jarch, you have that last piece of sashimi, grab it with your chopsticks. What do you do? It's the big boss. He's about to give you a promotion.
How long have I been at the lunch?
40 minutes. You've had 2 beers.
I've had 3 whiskeys.
In 40 minutes.
Please, sugar, come on. Don't fucking disrespect me on my own goddamn podcast.
I got you a bottle of whiskey for your birthday as well. Within 3 hours, it's empty.
So Lou said, oh, well, you say you can drink a bottle of whiskey. What did I do Thursday night? Not proud of this, by the way. I just did it. Me and Ed were smoking durries, playing pool, listening to country music in the man cave, and the bottle went. It was a great night. Thank you for the whiskey.
Hey, Bedwetters for life,
Bedwetters
mate.
Dog was delightful. I also got another bottle of whiskey that the Hello Sport Boys just gave me for my birthday, and my mum for my birthday gave me a 6-month subscription to a whiskey delivery service.
And she always...
I think there might be...
There's a problem.
I think there's a problem.
And she always goes to you, you just got to ease up on the drinking.
She goes, darling, I think you drink too much.
What are you doing getting me a subscription?
Yeah, correct.
Everybody put your hands up. You know it's about to go down. It's red, green, light, yeah. This is the best one
Best yet. Red light, green light.
When we each do our red light, green light, can we swap the speed dealers? I want to wear them.
Yeah, we can. They
Cool.
weirdly suit you. Red light, green light. Porridge in the arvo.
Get absolutely fucked.
Can you let me paint a picture?
I feel sick already. I can taste it on my tongue at 3 p.m. and I want to spew.
Can you imagine? Let me paint a picture. Your mate goes, it's a Saturday. Your mate goes, mate, come over to the Sabo. Mate, watch a bit of footy and we'll fucking have a few beers. You go, you beauty, mate. I'll see you there, what? Yeah, around 3. Yeah, I'll see you around 3. You get there. You walk in the front door. You can smell some. Some's been cooking. Some's been prepared. You walk into his house, you sit down at his bench, you crack a frothy, and he goes, he's at the stove and he's twisting away at the bar. And he looks at you like this and he goes, mate, you want some porridge?
I would literally pour the porridge over his head.
I wouldn't say a word. I'd say, I'd get up and I'll go, mate, I'll see you at work on Monday. And leave.
Like, there's a time and a place for porridge, and it is between the months of July and August when it's cold and it's a breakfast food.
And the times of 5 a.m, I'm not even going to have a post 8.
I agree. 8:30 is rogue.
At
8:30 porridge?
Try again, sweetie.
I will have...
Imagine an Arvo porridge.
just cooked up some pozza.
For an
Like
afternoon.
muesli, any time of day.
Yeah.
Like cold muesli, put some almond milk in, some bananas, berries, whatever.
You can do it.
Happy days. You could have muesli for dinner. If you're having porridge after 8 a.m, you're a psychopath.
Yeah, get yourself checked. If you're a post 8 porridge guy or gal, what I used to love is mum and dad, and they never used to buy us Cocoa Pops or fucking Fruit Loops or anything like that because there was too much sugar in it. So they go, have a bowl of porridge, Jack. I go, yeah, beauty, mum. Can you chuck us that punnet of brown sugar?
Yeah.
And I go, goosh. And I reckon I'd put 8 to 12 tablespoons of brown sugar in.
More than there'd be in Cocoa Pops.
100.
We were the same. We were never allowed Cocoa Pops, but Franco and Jill would let us have neutral grain.
Yeah, Nutrigrain.
Neutral grain.
Nutrigrain.
Neutral grain.
Fuck, why are you making me do this? It isn't called neutral grain. It's not like a grain that's neutral. It's not the Switzerland of cereals. Nutrigrain. It's not neutral grain.
I've always called it neutral grain. I don't care if it is Nutra. It's in my head. It's always been neutral grain.
Neutral grain.
Back to what I was saying about neutral grain. Full of sugar. Full of sugar, Jarch. More than Cocoa Pops and Fruit Loops.
Really?
Yeah.
Couldn't be more than Fruities.
No, swear it's got a fuckload of sugar in it. Do you know cereal, like Cocoa Pops, Corn Flakes, Rice Bubbles? Phenomenal. Like with a lot of milk, soggy. Oh, baby.
Do you know, because we weren't allowed the Cokies, the Cocoa Pops, and let me know any good Australian bloody family that also did this, we'd get the Rice Bubbles. Bit of Nesquik.
Oi. Bob's your uncle.
That's Cocoa Pops. That's Cocoa Pops.
You know what that is?
What?
Kiwi ingenuity.
Kiwi ingenuity. Why Kiwi?
Well, Australian as well.
Yeah, correct.
Red light, green light. Convertible cars with the roof down on a not sunny day.
It's what sort of, how inclement is the weather?
It's like 19 degrees. You're showing off.
I'm going to say sports cars as a rule, red light.
This is something we'll agree on.
Is it?
I think a convertible screams to me midlife crisis.
Do you want to know why I agree with you?
Yep.
Because my dad just bought my mum one for her birthday.
All right. I know what I'll be cutting from the podcast. Because now I'll never be invited to Walker. Because I've just absolutely ruined it. Do you know?
No, but keep in mind, this thing has about 600,000 kilometres on it.
I'm low-key, actually Tor and I were talking about this the other day, huge hypocrite. Like, I will say there is, like, a convertible to midlife crisis. I'll probably have one in 6 months. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I know what you mean.
Like, I'll have a Mini Cooper with a fucking roof off.
I know what you mean.
And you'll see me driving around Rose Bay.
I know.
And then you'll say, Lou, you said that's a midlife crisis. And I go, no, I've changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, you know.
People change, Lou.
Exactly.
Fuck, I love convertibles.
Red light. Green light. Green light.
They're great.
Green bloody light.
No.
Pass them on over. We've decided no longer a midlife crisis. Any sports car dealerships out there want to hook us up with some cars?
Yeah,
Any
look, okay,
convertibles?
put it this way. I reckon people that drive sports cars, like proper, like real fancy sports cars, and they're like these blokes in the East and they're banker guys, you know.
You see them around
red
Double
light,
Bay
you're
just
like,
parked up.
you're a fuckwit, aren't you? But if someone said, hey, Jarch, here's a Lamborghini Gallardo, I'm not going, no, I don't want to be perceived as a fuckwit.
I'm saying, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Took the keys before you even finished the word Lamborghini.
Correct. And I'm halfway up the fucking M5.
I'm already in Walker.
Correct.
I'm on the dirt track.
Yeah. Fucking the bloody...
Sorry,
I was reading and trying to have the conversation.
just fucking.
No,
fucking in the Lamborghini.
No,
Okay.
fucking the Lambo.
All right,
Didn't
mate.
get that out. Red light, green light. Speed dealers.
Green light.
That's a green light.
This whole podcast is the first time we've ever agreed on everything.
Yeah.
Every single one of our red light, green lights have been agreed on.
True.
But I will say one thing. You pulled them off. I look pretty okay in them.
Yeah.
They are like full-blown fashion now. Like chicks will wear these. Like Kim K's wearing them. They're Balenciaga ones.
Dumbfounds me.
Dior ones. Like chicks will wear them to festivals like this. Little crop tops, low-waisted pants, rocking out and just like full speed and look so hot.
Mate,
and
so
then
just
there's
for the
me
listeners-
and it's like crack up, me wearing them.
No, but they suit. They suit you. Those sunnies have a way of just suiting people.
Suiting everyone. It's
For everyone, these are
they
some...
mould to your face.
What brand are they? Clive or something?
Carve.
Carve. Or is it just carved?
Oh.
It's
Me
carved. It's carved.
Me trying to be gourmet.
Carve.
It's Carve, guys.
These
It's
are
Carve.
speed dealers, carved brand,
But
with
they're full
flames down the side.
Yeah, they're amazing with the flames.
Reflective fucking lenses. Carve.
Sorry.
You going to Target later or Target?
Kamate.
What's that?
Came up.
Kamate. Farte? Fart. But out of a rich person.
Do you reckon it's funny when parents like train their kids to say you've done a fluff rather than a fart?
Mum used to call it a popper bunny.
I was in the car once with Whipper and his kids, and someone had obviously done a fart, and he was like, "Who's done a fluff?
Yeah, a little
Who's
fluff.
done a fluff? Like
Who's
they
let
call it a
Fluffy
fluff."
off the chain?
I was like, "Okay," and I'm like, "It was me."
Sorry, kids. Bloody Lulu again. I'm staining your leather.
It wasn't me.
It was
I did not fluff.
It wasn't me.
She caught me on the counter.
Oh, actually, no more.
Yeah, no, we've had enough. Even I'll say that.
All right, great. Red light, green light. We agreed.
Lulu's turn. Give me the speed dealers.
Yeah, what do you got?
Red light, green light. Farting in an elevator. I know what you're going to say.
Do you know what's... Look, green. but it's because sometimes I like to run the gauntlet.
Oh, okay, so it's like
I'm in there by myself.
And you're going, is someone going to open
And I
them?
go, do we want to play a little game with each other today, Jarchy? This is the other voice in my head. And sometimes he goes, nah, not today. Sometimes he goes, let's run the gauntlet, kid. I go, you beauty. Let one rip on the 17th level and let's just see what happens. Let's see if we can get to G scot-free. Can't get to G scot-free, you lose.
How many times have you been caught?
I used to play this at Nova a little bit when I worked in that. And
Those lifts are slow.
slow. And
Really slow.
And to be honest, you could get like a Ray Hadley or an Allen walk in. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you. I reckon I got done a couple of times.
The worst part is, Jarch, is that you would have been like that guy in, the office chat around the water cooler. They'd be like, oh, I went into the lift with that Jarch guy. He'd obviously just done a massive fart. Like you would have been talked about. They'd have been like, don't go in with him.
But I'm not a big farter. So it's
It was just a bit of fun for you.
But so, yeah, like,
But that means, because you're not a big farter, when you have one, you probably would be the type of person that you'd save it up for the game. Like you'd let it brew and be like, oh no, I'm taking the lift soon.
10 times worse.
Yeah, and then you're like, right.
Yeah, but sometimes I would, most of the time I wouldn't play the game. It'd be like 90-10 that I run the gauntlet, then I don't.
So I'm going red light, you're going green.
Yeah, you're obviously red light.
Yeah.
It's the same as when you're at boarding school and you don't have there wasn't much bloody stuff blocking you from other rooms, and if you found yourself as a teenage boy in your dorm room by yourself, you'd have an adrenaline wank. Because someone could come in at any time. But you wanted to rock one out. So we used to call them adrenaline.
Sorry, I just need to just circle back for a moment. Is this a thing?
It's called an adrenaline wank.
So it would be like the same as you right now being home alone, not knowing whether Guy or Steph are going to come home in the lounge.
Yep.
Do you do this as well, Tops?
You ever had an adrenaline wank, Tops?
He just said not from memory. I don't believe him. That's almost like a fetish.
Nah.
It's like, actually, is it the same as when people say a danger wank?
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of the term.
No, it's different to actually people who bang in public because they've gone out to do it. You're like, hey, I think I've got a quick 5 here. Can I get this done?
I've got to ask, I'm intrigued now. Have you got friends who are like known for danger wanks?
Yeah, a lot of blokes are pretty open with what they do.
I've got so many questions running around my head.
Yeah, it just is. Yeah, obviously your hormones are running wild. You're trying to get one done whenever you can, wherever you can. If you find yourself with a clear dorm room, you're like, okay, buddy, let's do this.
You ever been walked in on by your parents?
No, thank fucking Christ.
What about having sex?
Nah.
Neither.
Nah, I haven't.
It was just like this awkward silent. Nah, I was just thinking.
Yeah.
You ever walked in on your parents? Okay.
No, that's the end of the podcast. I haven't. No, I think we should end it here.
Oh, we're done. Oh, I'd love a licky ice cream. In a scoop cup. Do you guys have goody gumdrops in Australia?
Don't know.
Oh, I love goody gumdrops. Lulu love goody gumdrops.
What
it's
are
like
they?
ice cream with lollies in it. Jarch would like it.
Oh, yeah, I would like that.
Yum yums. Well, that's us done for the week. Happy birthday.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
My favourite part of the podcast when I wrecked you.
That was
At the
fucking pissing,
beginning.
dude.
That was so funny.
And thank you for my whiskey, Lulu. That was very kind.
Hey, no problem. We'll hoon some more lollies when we get in the car.
We'll learn some lollies. We'll sing some tunes.
Get me ready for Wednesday.
Hey, all you bedwetters, get on that fucking hotline. We're going to put that on the bloody, on the friggin' Instagram. And sorry, brain's not working too well today. And yeah, call us up, leave us some bloody messages, and we will hopefully have you guys on.
We'll hear you next week on the potty.
Really excited for that.
Bloody good. We love you,
Also, will be
bedwetters.
very embarrassing if no one calls.
Yep. We're like, there's been a glitch, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
sorry.
get you on the week after.
Yeah, we were just Tobbs told us the bloody hotline went down
Didn't
for
work,
some
guys.
reason. So yeah.
Didn't work.
Anyway, oh hooroo.
Ciao, ciao.